All right, let's try this again. Alrighty, let's do this thing. Bam. Episode 1, Turnabout Visitor. Here we go. Ooh, a string of question marks. That's one of my favorite places to be. To make sure the defendant is found guilty, what other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. Is it really? That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Ooh, mysterious shadowy figures. Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost. Oh god! Oh my god, that was Edgeworth's costume hanging up on the wall there. Who's this guy? Nice haircut. Oh look, we have another prosecutor committing murder. That's never, ever happened before in the Ace Attorney series. How refreshing. March 14th, Prosecutor's Building, 2:05 a.m. Goodness. Wow, Edgeworth is working late. It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. So it must have been traveling abroad and he's getting back late. The door is unlocked. Are you gonna find a body in there? Detective Gumshoe? Why would Gumshoe be at the office at 2 in the morning? The smell is very familiar. Blood? Blood is one of my favorite smells. Oh my goodness. What is the meaning of this? Why is this dead body here? I mean, we just saw the guy get shot, but... Uh-oh. Is Edgeworth being framed for murder? Identify yourself. My name is 3 question marks. You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office. Indeed. What was that all about? You just shot the picture off the wall. Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one! Not you, not me, no one. Not that I've ever committed murder in my office before. Well, I guess that was enough to... I guess that threat was enough to make the guy with the gun run away. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad... No, I was right, he was traveling abroad. I would be thrust into a multitude of cases in some very frantic and busy days. Oh, that's Edgeworth's life as a prosecutor. Alright. I finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue your investigation. Yes, sir. I'll stand around here in my frilly shirt and cross my arms. Why did the guy with the gun shoot that picture off the wall? Hey, Gumshoe! This is a crime scene. Yes. Don't yell. The crime scene is trying to sleep. When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away. This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct. And the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. However... Ah! Look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed. I'll say. The culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking money to my office. No one! Whoa, sounds like you're really getting burned up over this whole thing. This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. Ho that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. Ooh, facts and leads. So this is going to be like totally different from Ace Attorney, yeah? I like it. I like different stuff. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why, of all places, did the murder occur in my office? Is it really coincidence that the murder took place in my office? Oh, there's a thing called logic, eh? We shall use logic! We shall use logic in this game, everyone! I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you? No, not really. Especially because of this. The key to your office. For security reasons, this office's door has a lock built into it, yes. What do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Logic? By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic. So, how do you use it? First, I recall information through the logic button and then connect them together. Now, to touch the logic button and recall the facts. Alrighty. So let's see. Crime scene. Is it really a coincidence that the murder took place in my office? For security reasons, this office's door has a lock built into it. Is that like the only key? So let's connect those two things. What button do we do it? There we go. It's like I'm using a PS4 controller on a game that was built for the DS, so meh. Yay. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks, which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as a mere coincidence. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after? So what was the killer after? You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's a beautiful logic set. Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir! The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that, and when I want to examine something, I simply touch the examine button. Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just touch the partner button, okay? I'll give you great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. Alright, let's see. Oh, you can walk around. Whoa, this is totally different. Alright, let's examine the gun. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here. I think I've seen one of these before. Yes, I'm sure you've seen a gun before, Gumshoe. Care to enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model, I think. Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. So, it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives. Oh, good to know. Let's talk to this officer. Do you have anything to report? Sir, yes, sir. Right, nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes. Talk about a contradiction. Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more. What we got here? Ah, they even knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games. Where are all the chess pieces? If it was all set up, where are the chess pieces? I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much. Tara is just being super crazy right now. Tara, what's the matter, girl? Tara's like running all over the place tonight. What is it, girl? You're being so crazy tonight. What's the matter, girl? Daddy's streaming right now. I thought you'd be all calmed down by now, girl. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Ooh, blood on the hands, eh? There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. It's like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area. Hey, girl. What's up? Hi. Hi, girl. Hold on a sec. My puppy is desperately seeking attention. Let me grab a toy. This is the part of the stream where I stop to play with my puppy. Alright. In other words, he was shot. Shot, I say. Yep, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Crime scene notes jotted in my organizer. Very good. Are you gonna be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir? Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. I keep all the evidence I find in either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece of evidence, I have but to touch the organizer button. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Alright, so let's take a look at the organizer. So, prosecutor's badge. Proof of my profession. However, I prefer to keep it in my pocket. Bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen. The body was found at around 2:05 a.m. Alright. Let's go back. Alright. Looks like you're shot in the abdomen. Oh, looks like I already examined this. Alright. What do we got here? What do we have here? Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. It's a police badge, detective. Oh, hey! I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinkydink! Let's take a look inside. Buddy Faith, detective. It would appear that our victim was a detective just like you. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. I think so. Let's see. So revolver. Same model used as those by precinct detectives, and the victim was a detective, so I believe those two are connected. Oh, wait. The victim was a detective. And the revolver. There we go. Let's connect the two. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. The guy is wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Alright. Yay, we figured out a thing. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. As I always say, you gotta look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use the scroll wheels to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use the slide bar or the X and Y arrows to zoom in and out to get at the nitty-gritty. Alright. Let's see what... Oh, I see. Okay. So I can zoom in and out with those buttons. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. Let's see what the top is. There's still some bullets in here. Oh, what am I examining? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Looks like only one round was fired from this. Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wresting the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. Let's see. What else is there to examine? Files are all over the floor, sir. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. Alright. So looks like there was a struggle. Oh, and I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless. I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I watered the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean the place until it sparkled. Does he have a life? I don't think Gumshoe actually does have a life. I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to Jim! Why? Oh, why? How could this have happened to a guy like you? Are you alright? Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be! I think that's our killer. Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him! Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night. Sure, just in a blood-stained suit, pal. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor and the murderer? Why, yes, I am. I'm Jacques Portsman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office? Yes, that is correct. Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim! Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? I will not. I know how things work around here. High prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of this office has the key to his or her own office door. Hey, Minin, what's up, man? Happy Thursday to you. That is correct. Yes, I am playing investigations, right? Isn't that exciting? That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could get in here was me. Ho 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 ho. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means. So it was you then. You're Jim's killer. No way, pal. You've got it all wrong. Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth. He is one cool customer. I mean, look at that hair and that shirt. He's so cool. He's bringing back the pirate look. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Oh, a pleasure to work with you. I don't think he actually means that. I think he's like, I don't like you, you're annoying, and I wish you would go away, and... why, I'm going to find out that you're the murderer, and you'll get the death penalty, and you'll be out of my life forever. I think that's what he's actually saying. You guys are conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on, then. It's your room, after all. Thank you. I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there? Sir! You haven't spoiled Apollo Justice or haven't played Apollo Justice? I've played the original trilogy and I've played Apollo Justice, and I've also gotten through all of Dual Destinies. I've gotten through the first case of Spirit of Justice, but I haven't played the rest of it yet. I've also done Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney, and that was an interesting one as well. All right. So let's see, what else do we have to examine? Oh, let's examine the couch. Hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on this sofa. That thing is like a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit on it too, just for a little while, sir? Detective Gumshoe, you know I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest. You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end. Even once this case is over, I don't think you can afford to take any time off. Ah, your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor? It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round. So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? Now wait a second. Hold on. Only one shot was fired from that gun, and we watched the guy fire the pistol in the picture. Wait, did he drop the gun when he left, or did he take the gun when he left? I don't know. They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? That's right. I remember seeing him wearing that toward the end of Trials and Tribulations. That's right, in that flashback. What if they had shot through it? It would have been a disaster. It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. Not when there's something more here. Huh? Like what? I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There is a giant contradiction right here in front of us. Really? It's Investigations 1. It's the first can't talk. First Investigations game. Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. So it's gonna be... This is it. The bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should touch the deduce button with conviction. Oh, yeah, I just threw it. I'm using the Japanese logo because I thought it looked better than the American logo. Hey, Seth. A certain with lyrics video. That's entirely possible, Seth. That is entirely possible. Alright. And when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. Alright. We'll present the victim's revolver. Eureka! Ha ha ha! This bullet hole is the contradiction. What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim. And the second felled this frame. Hey, that's right. However, this gun was only fired once. Hey, that's true too. Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight? Other than the victim's gun that I found, could there be another gun at play here? By the way, I noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? Ah, that. It's a secret safe. A secret safe? Oh, I smell money. I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Oh, maybe at some other point, Seth. Now, if you could kindly move the frame out of the way. Roger that. Achoo, achoo. Talk about dusty. I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea there was a safe here. I would have kept it clean for you, sir. So, when did you put this thing in? It wasn't something I had... blah. It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really? I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. Hey, lawyer games! How you doing, Nocturne? Yep, I just started Ace Attorney Investigations. Because I love me some Ace Attorney, and I've never played Investigations, so I'm giving it a whirl. So, what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session. That's it? Oh, talk about squashing my hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. Anyway, sorry. Secret safe data. Oh boy. I'm doing alright. I am, I still have like the sniffles from that cold I had last week, and I'm a little tired, but doing okay. Doing alright. Oh, what game are you playing, Seth? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Nook and or cranny. No, this is odd. You found something, sir? This keypad, don't you find it to be a little too clean? Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust around it, but not on the keypad itself. Oh yeah, I could see like someone wiped away the dust. You there, the forensic scientist. Oh yeah, the pursuit themes in the Ace Attorney games mine are like some of my favorite music. Anyway. Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. I've never played those games. I believe I've said that before though, so shouldn't be a surprise. I couldn't find, let alone lift, a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. So somebody tried to open the safe. Dave, thanks for the host, man. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. What am I looking at? Okay. Secret safe data updated my organizer. Excellent. As I thought, it appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Time to rationally and calmly play connect the dots with the information we have. Alrighty, let's see. So, logic. So, let's see. So, the killer must have been after something in the safe, perhaps? Or maybe... I don't know if I can connect those two games. Hey, Ralph. Yes, this is a DS game. I'm actually running an emulation of it, but yeah, it's a DS game. Oh wait, I don't want to go too hasty into this. So the killer's goal. Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? Signs of a struggle. My files are a mess, pointing to a struggle between the victim and the killer. Other than the victim's gun that I found, could there be another gun at play here? All of the fingerprints on this have been wiped clean off. I'm gonna look around. I mean, the game prompted me to use logic, but I want to look around a little bit more. Just in case. Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers? Oh, Trials and Tribulations, which... Oh, that... Oh, what pursuit theme is in Trials and Tribulations? I forget. Oh, anyway. Dave says that he is the killer? Yes, Dave is clearly the murderer, Ralph. The ones that come up with a card attached every month like clockwork for you? Yep. Speaking of that, let's see what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy. Oh, Ms. Irony, how painful are thy thorns. Wendy? Isn't that the name of that old lady with the whiny voice that stalked... That's enough to tell... What? Wait, Edgeworth has a stalker named Wendy? Oh my gosh. That is fantastic. Isn't that your stalker? Yes, it's my stalker. Oh, it's your trophy. The, Knight of Prosecutors, right? King of Prosecutors. And it's not a trophy, it's a shield. Oh, that trophy was from, that Rise from the Ashes case from the original Phoenix Wright game. Oh, right, Wendy Oldbag. That's right, mine. And yeah, good call. I was like, Wendy. There's a Wendy character. I know who Wendy is. That's right, Wendy Oldbag. That's right. She like adores Edgeworth, doesn't she? That's right. Yeah, that's what I thought, mine. And Rise from the Ashes. Rise from the Ashes was such a good case too. Although there's so much evidence in that case. My God. I did thoroughly enjoy Rise from the Ashes. Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me. Oh, let's examine something over here. Ah, watch out for the teacup fragments there, sir. Well, clearly, Nocturne, you don't know real prosecutors. Because as we all know, real prosecutors wear frilly collars. That killer's going to pay this tea set. Yikes, you're really mad over this. This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. I'm gonna have to go back to England immediately. It cost more than your whole month's paycheck. What? My goodness, that's an expensive tea set. Holy cow. Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks. As well as the victim. The killer wasted a human being and took its life. Let's examine the desk here. It's been a while since I've sat at this desk. Oh, how I missed you. It's so tidy that it looks newer than when I first bought it. Oh yeah, that thing's so polished that it makes mirrors jealous. Don't tell me you had no other work the entire time I was away, detective. My job is to protect your office, sir. And you did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it. That's harsh, sir. Great work, Gumshoe. Fantastic. Well done. Now, I wonder how much Gumshoe actually gets paid. Like, Gumshoe's had his salary cut so many times throughout the series that I don't even know. You called, sir? Do you notice anything? Is there anything you noticed that you'd like to share, Detective Gumshoe? Just that I rushed over here as soon as I heard there was a murder in your office, sir. Yo, Jesse, what's up? Shopping. Fantastic. Tell Jen I said hello. And drive safely. The investigation's just gotten started, so I guess there's not much else to say. So, were you the one that found the body, Mr. Edgeworth? Unfortunately, upon my return I found the office door to be unlocked. And what awaited me inside was this whole messy affair. Ah, that's rough. Even though I left the security of this room to a certain detective. So sorry, sir. I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, sir. Examine things by tapping them or by touching the exam button. By checking various things out, we gather evidence and information. You can see the evidence we've collected by touching the organizer button. For information and leads, it's the logic button. That's it. Great job, sir. Deductive reasonable is the way to go. It's called deductive reasoning, Detective. Clearly something you lack. And the info I've got. You seem to have picked up a few good leads. Oh, so now you're gonna do that thing you do with all that information, right? What are you babbling about? The brainy thing you two were talking about a few moments ago, sir. Logic. You said that you can look at all of your leads and info by touching the logic button. Then you pick the pieces you want to connect by touching them and hitting connect. That's your way of investigating, right, sir? Yes, which is why this exercise in explaining my own method to me was unnecessary. I love this game. It's so delightfully sassy sometimes. Okay, then how about I explain my logic to you next? That is even more unnecessary. Alright, so let's back out of this. I think it's time for logic. I feel like there's probably not much else to, after. Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? Wiped fingerprints. All of the fingerprints on this have been wiped clean off. Other than the victim's gun that I found, could there be another gun at play here? The files are a mess, pointing to a struggle between the victim and the killer. So I think that the killer was after something in the safe. So I was thinking this earlier, but I wanted to like check around the office and make sure. So I think the killer's goal is connected. Oops, I hit the wrong button. I think the killer's goal is connected with the wiped fingerprints. So let's try that. I believe I have figured out what the murderer was after. Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. Alright, cool. Alright, so we've got a possible motive. I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime. Hi, Foxy! How you doing? Hoi! We're solving crimes and murders and stuff. Are you the killer? I suspect you. I don't think I'm wrong. So let's see. Signs of a struggle. My files are a mess, pointing to a struggle between the victim and the killer. Or perhaps the killer was looking for something? Because they're a thief? Maybe these two things connect together. There is a possibility that the files splayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir? Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. It was probably the Butts. Oh yes, Larry, that's right. Lawrence Butts. If it smells, it was probably the Butts, or something like that, however that line goes. Yes, sir, I'm gonna shelve files like you've never seen before, even in a library. Sure, let's give that a try.